great MMA action in the cage, but to go along with that, they do a great job here with the production.
And, the other thing that does is normally before the lights and, the whole production,
right.
People would slowly start trickling out. I mean, it's getting late. It's already 11 o'clock.
Right.
But you look, and the crowd is still packed. And it's because of the visual aspect of it. This is just an exciting night.
Right. I mean, it makes you want to stick around. You're at a show. And maybe, the guy you came to see already won. His fight's over, but you're having such a good time. Why go anywhere? There's beer here.
Right.
There's go-go dancers. And there's guys fighting in a cage.
Exactly.
I'm sticking around.
There's music. And, it's like a club with fighting intermissions, if you really think about it.
That's the new vision. The club with fighting intermissions.
That's right. Water breaks and a fight. After the fight, we get back to the club.
And, of course, Carlos Creamer doing his job in there, getting this crowd on their feet every time he's in the cage.
This dude, another former Marine.
Yeah,
this dude still has that drill instructor voice. And, he's turned it into something that used to frighten me to something that really excites me. It's
ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I think we all have that story. If you've gone through Marine Corps boot camp, you know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Carlos said scream one time, and I kind of jumped. I was like, oh.
Well, here we go.
All right, they touch gloves. And once again, Keoni in the red and Caden in the blue.
Keoni out of the arena, and Caden from Team Quest in Temecula. Coach C.A.M.O in the corner there.
Now, Keoni's putting a lot of pressure forward. Those leg kicks are solid.
And we got two solid coaches here, too. Charles Martinez, Sam Alvey, two great gyms. And these fighters, although they're debut guys, they've been trained the right way.
Wow.
And I'm loving the clinch gear stuff they're wearing, too. The uniforms look great.
Yeah, those are new, huh? The pants.
Yeah, so they, I guess Clinch Gear sponsored the event, and they gave red and blue corner uniforms, and they look great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. Both these fighters, for being their debut, they're very comfortable, very calm, very relaxed. Normally, big shot by Keoni.
Big shot. Didn't look like it phased White very much, though. He's there trying to control him against the cage, but he's doing a great job fending them off and getting to the center again. Big left hand there.
Normally, with people making their amateur debut, you see a lot of flailing punches, and you can just tell the inexperience in the way they're performing.
Yeah, and these guys are throwing them right down the pipe, and there's a lot of power behind what they're throwing.
Yeah, it's not so much the case with these guys. Wow, Keoni's just moving forward. He wants to scrap. He wanted nothing to do with that ground game. It looked like Caden tried to trap him into some sort of submission. He had wrist control and threw his legs up.
But he got out of that really quick, got back to the feet, and he just fended off another takedown against the fence here. And now he's got a deep choke. White has a choke in there. And the bell.
Wow, saved by the bell. Now, one thing I want to heed warning about for Keoni is he had a lot of pressure on him up against the cage, and what he did was, in turn, he put pressure forward and leaned over. He's really opening himself up for some solid knees there, so he needs to be careful he's going to do that. You really want to hip in and stay postured up to keep those knees away.
Yeah, and looking at both of these guys, I think Keoni's got a little bit more of a relaxed look. He doesn't look like he's breathing really heavy in the corner there. And over in the blue corner here, Coach Sam Alvey giving some great instruction, but to me, maybe it's just me, but I think the blue corner looks a little bit more winded.
Yeah, and the other thing is just like you said, the composure. Keoni, with a lot of these fights, is he's putting pressure. He's almost making Caden fight his style of fighting.
Well, here we go for round number 2. They're clearing the cage. Excited to see what these two guys have to offer. Again, debuters, but they look like they have a lot of exposure.
Right.
They've got a lot going on in there.
Yeah. Very impressed with just the show that these fighters continue to put on show after show. They get better.
Big, straight right hand there by White, and up against the cage. Keoni puts him on the cage, and he's trying to sink in a choke here. from White.
Keoni's trying to get out. He's fighting hand control. It's good. Good job fighting those hand controls.
Again, I'm impressed with these guys being debut guys, and there's a lot of technical stuff going on in here.
It's a nice little scramble. Keoni tried to take his back, almost got it, but White spun with him and was able to keep his control. So now Keoni has control of White. Single leg, finish the single leg on White. White's looking to get back to his knees, get back up. Keoni staying heavy on the head. And he goes back.
Trying to scoop that foot there.
Switch to the single leg again. Let's see if he can finish it.
He's using the fence to his advantage here, staying upright, spreading those legs out to get a good base.
Keoni took his back. Very nice. Very nice. But what can he do with it? I mean, he's really just in the back position, really. Good job by White turning into him. And White has that underhook, and he's using it well. Staying heavy.
So, these kind of rounds are really tough to score because you got one guy applying the pressure, putting him against the cage, but yet the other guy's fending off the takedowns the whole time. Neither of them are really striking. Right. So, it's a tough round to score.
Yeah, it's really, really tough to score it. I mean, I'd almost give it to Keoni right now.
He's got
he seems like the aggressor to me.
And he's got the one takedown.
Yeah.
And 10 seconds left. He almost got a second one there. I would have to give it to Keoni as well. He applied a lot of pressure, put him up against the cage, and there wasn't a lot of strikes going on that round. So I think you're right. I think Keoni gets the round.
Huh. Well, that was a little tough to score.
That's tough one.
Is this round? Is this going to be round? This is going to be round 2, or no? This is going to be round 3 now, right?
This is round 3.
So right now, I'm thinking Keoni's got it. I'd like to see Caden come out and really strike with Keoni. Keoni seems to be aggressive, but what he's doing is he's putting his opponent up against the cage. So I'd like to see Caden really come back and keep his opponent at a distance and strike with him.
Yeah,
see what happens.
I'd like to see both of these guys stand up and throw some blows because right now it's a stalemate up against the cage. I think the fans want to see some action, and we'll see where it goes from here. But I think you're right. I think Keoni's got 2 rounds here, and Caden has really got to have a strong third round, possibly a finish to pull this one off. Let's see what their plan is here. He went straight for a choke.
That's deep.
But he pulled himself out of it by using his weight and falling back.
Look at this. Keoni might finish the single leg.
He's got the trip in now. And he finishes.
Very nice.
And it looks like White's going after that choke. He had to release it.
What a pass by Keoni.
Oh, and right over the top.
Right, reversed him. Nice. You got to be careful when you're passing your opponent. The top pressure is everything. If your opponent has good balance and good awareness, he can feel that you're overcompensating on one side and turn you over. That's exactly what just happened to Keoni.
And now we got White on top and half guard here. See if he can get the full mount. He's really got to finish strong here if he wants to pull this victory out. I think Keoni's got the first 2 rounds, and Coach Sam there in the corner, I'd love to be able to hear what he's saying, but he's whispering.
Yeah, he's
being very tactical.
Only White can hear him.
So I'd like to see Keoni use the cage here and kind of kick out of there.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of top pressure on him. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
And he got out, and he's up.
It's great work by Keoni.
He's going again for that.
Going again for the back, but what is he going to do from it? He was here last time, and he wasn't able to do anything with it.
He's got to keep him from scooting up and using that cage to his advantage. That's exactly what he's done.
Yeah.
We've got 10 seconds. I'd like to see one more takedown for Keoni just to finish off this round. And he's gonna barely get it, but he got it.
Yeah.
But
I would say this fight's going to Keoni.
I agree.
I would say he was more of the aggressor.
And for 2 debut guys, there was a lot of talent in there. I mean, they obviously got great coaches, got great gyms behind them.
Yeah.
But you usually don't see that amount of technical skill from 2 debut guys.
Right, and it was very impressive. You can tell that both of them were experienced in wrestling and very comfortable in the clinch. Great performance from both fighters.
I'm going to knock on wood because I said earlier to the guy sitting next to me, we haven't seen a bad judge's decision tonight.
Right.
I don't want to see one here.
Right. And it happens, and a lot of times it happens with fights like this.
Right.
When something's hard to judge and, one judge sees it a different way than the others or than you, and that's just the way it goes. If you leave it to the judges, you leave it to the judges.
Absolutely. And you're right. This is one of those fights where that first round could have really went either way. The second round, I did think Keoni won that second round pretty easily. But again, the third round, he did get the takedown. I'm going for Keoni. I'm hoping the judges see it that way. Maybe it wasn't that hard. Huh?
I know. I have to say, I don't like it when it takes this long for them to come in to announce it.
That's true.
I'm not a fan.
Someone's checking something.
I always think about the kid when they say the test is over and you're like, oh shit, and you're erasing things and writing things, erasing things and writing things. So I don't know, we'll see what happens.
I just noticed Christian Leone out of the arena over there. Is opening.
Yeah, I noticed him earlier. He's working tonight.
Yep.
I
know he was scheduled to be on Combates America. And, I think
really?
He got hurt, yeah.
And your judge has about 30-27 for your winner out of the blue corner.
Well, I'm going to never talk about bad decisions again.
Yeah.
Because
and the truth is, there's really no such thing as a bad decision.
You're right.
There's just a decision that I don't agree with.